Today, we're going to give you a tour of our new little RV.
We just love it. We're going to give you a tour of the inside and the outside and all the great things about our new little camper. Come on, come see it.
Edit, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Edit that.
So our unit is a Jayco Jay Feather Air 16 RB. It has pass-through storage. This goes all the way through. It's pretty big. That's where we keep all our outdoor gear, hoses, cords, leveling blocks, tools, chairs, all of that can fit in here, plenty of room. It's got a little slide. Making our way to the back, it has one of the coolest features in modern RVs, a tankless water heater. Right here is where you turn it on and off. I'm gonna turn it on so I can show you the controls when we get inside. Tankless water heater is very convenient. City water connection. This that's unlabeled is your black tank flush. Sewer hose is in here. This storage for sewer hose so you don't have a bumper. Of course, you've got your black tank drain and your gray tank drain and cable TV input, which nobody uses cable anymore, but if you did, there it is. One thing that's pretty cool is it's got a receiver. I think the weight limit is 300 pounds, maybe 400, but you could put a bike rack back here with no problems. It comes pre-wired for a Furrion backup camera. So I ordered it and put it on. That comes standard. The ladder comes standard.
The benefit of a backup camera when you are getting into a new campground, having the backup camera is a huge benefit so that you can see behind you at night. We'll put a link for that camera.
This is the screen for our backup camera. You can see it's not huge, but I tow with a little Ford Ranger. A bigger one would just take up so much of my space. But this is one that comes with it. It comes with a suction cup attachment for a window. They make one larger. We'll get you where you can get to pick the one you want for your tow vehicle. But I thought this one was perfect for our little Ranger. The door side, it has this little griddle that comes with it.
We love the little griddle.
I got the cover just because I don't like to have this just out in the open, and the bungee's on here because on one of our trips, the plate bounced off the base, so I put a little bungee over it. But having the griddle right here is very convenient. Cool location for it, and it's cooks perfect for two. One thing that's cool about this camper is it's really made for two. The griddle's small, but it's only two of us. We've raised 3 sons. We've had 10 campers. This is number 10, and this one's perfect for a couple. It's got an outdoor shower, of course, power, another cable output if you're hooked up to cable. This is where you will fill your fresh water. I think this thing has a 55-gallon freshwater tank. So if you was going to go off-grid or boondocking, as they say, if you take 55 gallons with you, I think the gray and the black are 25, 35 gallons holding capacity. So that's really cool. Swing out door handle came on it, which is really helpful. It's got the stairs that fold to the inside. You can come around and you can see what I'm talking about. Instead of the old conventional slide out stairs, these have the stairs that fold inside and you lock them in like this. And that's how they ride. One good thing also about them is because if you're on unlevel ground or whatever, these legs slide and lock out to where you can always have your stairs level.
Another thing I like about these stairs is how wide, and they're super, super sturdy. They're not little teeny tiny flimsy aluminum pieces. These have some heft to them.
Here's the other end of the pass-through storage. I showed you from the other side.
We already have it totally full.
There's a step light, and that is a light up under the stairs to help you see them at night. There's a little light here, and on the other side in the storage, there is a battery disconnect. But that's pretty much all the way around. It does have an electric jack. It's got 4 jacks on the corner. The model we got has a solar panel on the roof, so it's always charging. We can show you that solar controller. One more thing I'll show you that goes with what we do on the back is these tire covers. We typically in an RV wear out tires before the sun does. But dry rot on a tire is what gets them more than anything on a trailer. So we just get a set of tire covers. We don't take them with us when we travel, but when it's sitting in the yard, we always keep them on. Another thing about this unit is it's got an electric awning and a spider web, but it's got this electric awning that you just mash a button inside for in and out. It's got lights along the back side. Hey, Jen, turn on the lights. You can see the outside, the lighting for the awning, which is also pretty cool.
And we have had awnings before where you have to, on the side of the camper, you have to actually prop the legs up and lock them in, and it's kind of like a two-person job. This awning is great because all you have to do is mash a button. So if I'm here working by myself, all you have to do for this one is just mash the button, and it totally does it by itself.
One other thing that you do on this particular awning, if it does start raining, you don't want it level, you want rain to run, so you can just grab this in and pull down, and that will give it enough of a slope to run rainwater off.
Now come on in and see the inside. That's the best part. Look how adorable the inside of this camper is. When we got on the camper lot and saw this camper on the inside, I automatically just fell in love. I just knew I had to have it. It was the one. Okay, as you come in first coming in the door, come in the door and to your right. This was kind of like the selling point for us because this is a full-size queen bed. It's not a camper queen, which is shorter than a typical queen bed, and we're both kind of tall people. He's 6'3", so we need a full-size bed. This bed is comfy. It's adorable. It's exactly what we wanted. Underneath it was also a little selling point for us. Now, if you don't have a dog, then you could use this area for shoe storage or, I mean, all kind of storage. But we use this for our dog's kind of like little oasis, little cave. She actually sleeps under here, and we put her food bowls up under here. It's like her perfect little home. So if you travel with your furry friends, this is a great place for them. Right here next to the bed, we have, the way we divide up the cabinets is we each get a shelf here. There are 2 drawers here. And then there's 3 cabinets up here. That's plenty of room for, now if you're going just for a short weekend, you wouldn't need all of this space for clothes. But if you're going for a long time, you've got plenty of space for clothes. And you could put towels or blankets or whatever in here as well. There's a kind of like a little cubby over here that's a good place for a laundry basket. We also put shoes, just like our junky shoes go back there so we don't track in mud. Now, as you come in to the left side is the kitchen area. And in the kitchen area, it's got a pretty good bit of storage to be such a small little camper. We've got these 2 giant cabinets. Now, we've already been camping several times, so we already have it kind of loaded up with your plates, cups. We put drinks in there, whatever you need. 2 huge. They're really deep. Lots of storage in here. Another kind of like hidden storage. We've got this big TV here that you can pull this down and twist it so you can watch it in the bed or the couch. And behind here is additional storage, kind of like little hidden storage. And then you push it back to travel and it locks in place. It's got a microwave that is not just a microwave. It's a fancy schmancy kind of microwave that has an air fryer in it, grill function. This is kind of like a convection oven. It'll do pretty much anything you want. So it doesn't have an actual oven in it, so you can use this almost like an oven. So between your griddle, the stovetop, and then this microwave that also works as like an air fryer convection oven, you can do pretty much anything. It's got a little tiny storage here. Now, one thing we have said is we wish this had some sort of like a little ledge so that stuff doesn't fall off when you travel. We have to take this down or put something up here to block it when we travel. This part of the kitchen is your cooktop. It has 2 eyes that are gas. And it's got this glass. Well,
the gas is not turned
on.
on.
We don't have the gas on. It's got this glass that you can leave down if you want to use it for food prep, or you can prop it back and get it out of the way to put your pots on here. It has 3 pretty good sized drawers. Okay, this is kind of giving us away, showing that we are not all of that tidy. But anyway, it has your plenty of space for
it's all in the drawer. What else you
It
need?
is all in here, but it's a little bit chaotic. It's got plenty of room, though, for all of your silverware, your grilling stuff. It's got a long space for even long cooking tools. It has plenty of big drawers for anything you would need. This is where we have our garbage can. And there's also space in here, a little shelf in here that you have room for your little brooms or trash bags. That's what we've got in there. It's got a stainless steel sink and a nice, well, the water's not, I was going to show you the water. It's not on. I forgot we're in our yard. It has a nice sink faucet. Of course, you got to have a coffee pot.
This is really a handy little tool thing too that we got on Amazon that just helps drain stuff back into the sink so you don't have water all over your counter. We'll show you a link to that too.
The thing with these really small sink spaces, it's kind of hard to wash in such a teeny tiny space, so you do splash a little bit. So having something like this to kind of help contain the water to one area is helpful. We've got more shelves up here, and those go all the way back to the wall, so it's really deep back in there. We have just a few essentials left in here from the last time we went camping. Here is even more pantry storage, or you could put blankets or towels or whatever in here too. We typically put our snacks and bread and chips and softer stuff up here, and then we put our canned goods and other things up there that are kind of can bang into each other. And then we use this shelf or this pantry thing for dog food, dog treats. It also has more storage here in this couch thing. Couch drawers has 2 pretty big storage things. If you're going to use these storage things under the couch, you need to put in something that is not very heavy. You can't put really heavy stuff like soft drinks or something because it will pull the drawers down and it'll break them. But lightweight stuff, perfect. I usually store, these are really lightweight stuff. Lightweight backpack we have in there. I usually stick my laptop in here. Just only lightweight stuff. One little bit of complaint we have is these drawers don't stay closed very good. You gotta see these tables because this was a pretty good feature too that we really liked. The couch is also comfortable for a camper couch.
And it is a jackknife. It will make into a little bed. I don't remember how long it is, but it will jackknife into a little bed like for a child or maybe someday a grandchild or two.
So
if we ever have them.
Yeah, so this camper actually technically sleeps 4. 2 there, and then 2 could sleep on this. But our family is huge, so we could not put 2 people on here, but 2 kids could sleep on this jackknife. So when you're sitting watching TV, it comes with these removable little like TV trays that you can put your drink in here, put your food on here. And this was kind of in place of having a table in here permanently. This was their solution because small campers, you do have to make concessions for something. So this actually has worked out really well for us. Most of the time we eat outside anyway at the picnic table. We griddle outside and eat outside. But if you are eating inside, this works. And I also use it for my laptop when I'm doing my online work.
This is our solar controller, 30 amp solar controller. You can see now that the amperage and how much sunlight it's getting. There's a book that comes with it, but this solar feature is one that's really cool because it keeps your battery charged. One other thing I will show you is this is our tankless water heater. You turn it on and you can see right now what the outside temperature is. Once water starts flowing, it ignites and heats your water to a setting. That is really nice. This right inside is also your main switchboard. There's your light switch, your awning in and out, your slide out in and out, and your water pump, all your test buttons for your capacities, all that's just inside the door and up to the left. So when you walk in, you need the lights on, it's right there. There's the safety sensors and a receptacle.
It also has several receptacles and USB port plug so that you can charge while you're sitting here. And there is another one that I love that is so handy right next to the bed. It's prepared so that you can plug in your, if you sleep with a CPAP, or if you want to charge your phones at night when you're sleeping, there's charge ports and receptacles just right there by the bed. Moving on to the fridge. This fridge and freezer is probably the nicest one in a camper we've ever had. It does have the bottom freezer that's big. We've usually in campers, you just got this teeny tiny little icebox size thingy. This is really big. It's got this bottom thing and the shelf. The shelf goes on back there. And then the fridge, we do have some stuff in here because we've been camping, but it's got the shelves. It's a really good size fridge.
The fridge is also 12 volt only, so it is running off of our battery. And that's one thing cool about the solar system is the solar system is charging our battery. So the fridge will stay being working. You can see it's 39 degrees in there now. It stays working even without propane, and pretty much sunlight is driving the fridge.
That's pretty cool. Okay, go see the bathroom.
Shoo.
I love this kind of like space-saving door that's really nice. You don't have to have just a curtain. The shower's pretty good size for a camper shower. I mean, all camper showers are pretty small, but Bradley's a big old guy and he makes it work.
Yeah, I am 6'3", and there's not a lot of room, but because of the skylight, I'm able to get in here and shower. It's typical removable wand, but I can shower. I have to spray, like when you wash, spray back this way so water don't splash out. But every shower I've had since we've had it, it's been right here in this shower. Works perfect.
Inside here, we have just the typical camper toilet that's with the pedal flush over there. Pretty good size. These are big for a camper. 2 good sized cabinets for all your toiletries. We don't even hardly have anything in it. It's got good sink space, plenty of room once you get all of your stuff in here for your makeup, or if you've got like a curling iron or anything like that, there's plenty of room for that. There's towel holder, but also, I mean like a hand towel holder, but also for your bath towels that hang there. All right, and then there's a pretty large size cabinet down here, 1 shelf, and it's got room for towels, your camper toilet paper. These are our thin towels that we got because in a camper, big poofy fluffy towels kind of take up too much room, but it's got these little towel hooks hanging on the side of the wall that's perfect for in here. You can let some light in, and it also comes with the fan.
Powered
fan. Our boys call these a fart fan. I don't know what I don't know the real name for them, but it's got a fart fan.
Fart fan is the real name for them.
Okay, so now you've seen it all. This is our Jay Feather Air made by Jayco 16RB. We are really happy with it. We hope you love it too. We've got lots of adventures still to come in this little guy. It's perfect for a couple or a family with small kids would work great for.
It's also towable. I have a Ford Ranger, a 2021 Ford Ranger. It's towable with it. Any vehicle that will tow, I think the dry weight on this rig is like 3,950 pounds. It's 20 foot long. So if you have a smaller SUV, a small pickup truck, and you're looking for something for a small family, empty nesters, this is a perfect camper.
We really are happy with it. So if you're considering this version, we really like it. We give it thumbs up.